We now return to Let's Play SimCity. We're going to come back over here and borrow some money again. Because I'm going to try and build up Abel City in order to get the academy going. I'll start with 300k. Let that run for a little bit. Okay, it's out. What's next? Omega Co. Deliveries are slow. Yes, well, we're only halfway to making the next upgrade. It's going to be a bit of a thing. I am very pleased to see this, though. Although that is quite the steep road to go on. Anyway, we're making profit, so we're good to leave and go over to Abel City and try my best. Now, I do think one thing about this game is that it is very much... okay, pause for a moment. It's very much incremental. You're not meant to plunk down your big things just yet. I feel like the Cities of Tomorrow expansion was meant to be something to move into. Meaning that you build up your city, you build it to high density, high wealth, get it nice and balanced, and then you plunk down your towers. What's it going to take to get this academy? We need high wealth residential. Now that is something I can do rather easily, actually. We just need to start putting down more high wealth stuff along the front side here and kind of shift it back. Right, this was the city where we had a lot of weird road stuff going on. So I'm going to come finish this just to get it up there. And I guess we can drag the rest of that road to the line as well. Why not? I'm not sure where I want to break it to start making the curve. But I think we'll go ahead and start doing high wealth. Now, if we do high wealth, that's going to have an impact. We need medium wealth commercial in order to start fulfilling some of the demands. What's your deal now? We have no police in the city? Apparently we don't. Apparently that was one of the things that I was having an issue with. Well, mostly because we don't have a budget for any of that. So, we're going to put down some parks so that we can build up our wealth distribution a little bit better. And we definitely need some more people. So we'll go ahead and just put a strip of this along here, because why not? And then I need to decide, what is your deal? Too many deaths. And that is because this is turned off. As is this. Nope. Okay, that's right. That's right. We were making so little money in this town that I had to turn a bunch of stuff off. Well, that's not good. So, what am I going to do? Well, I think we're just going to have to... I think plunking down one mega tower that can hold medium wealth people. I don't know. I feel like what we were doing over there in Mega City. Jesus, where is it? Where you have to build evenly. I think that's the best way. And unfortunately, there's a lot of low residential demand, low wealth demand, which is kind of why I wanted to keep these there, so they were a little bit of a buffer. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that in this town. Anyway, enough talking. Let's go ahead and just start expanding their wealth. I mean, it's all over the place anyhow. So we're just going to go right into plazas and green spaces. Why not? And I guess we can kind of put it on the outside, even though that's going to kill the ability for these buildings to develop back here. There's not really much better of a choice. I guess I can put it in the middle. We do actually need more wealth movement over here. But there's not really... I mean, we can't really do like we've done over there and expand... strip along the side, mostly because of its weird-ass angle. This, I don't know if this is far enough away, actually. I don't know if something like this would be far enough away. I could start plunking stuff like this down in order to create said wealth. It'd be a shame to put it way out there. Wasn't I going to put one like in the middle anyway, right here? Just put one right there. We'll just start building up our wealth. And that could be a fatal mistake. But we'll find out. It will prevent some of these from developing backward, but high wealth is in demand here. The upkeep of these parks alone is costing me a fortune now. And education. Education seems to be doing alright. We just need more people is all. Like it or not, that's how this is going to have to go. So, let's extend out this road as much as possible to the end. Because I think we're going to have to do something kind of like this. And this is where I wanted to actually start curving. What was my rationale for putting this road here? I don't remember. So I could break that. Because it doesn't, it's going to squeeze too tight in there. So this is actually a no-go. Let's put this down. I hope I didn't just make that impossible to straighten out. Because it looks like I did. It angles weird. God damn it. Well, what if we do... That is not at all what I want. Yeah, that's way too much of a curve. That's interesting how it keeps doing that. By interesting, I mean annoying as shit. There we go. Okay, that keeps it a little bit better. Slightly. There. Ooh, let's not accidentally make that stuff. There we go. So that can begin the bend of that, but we now need to add in a little something here. Figuring where I'm actually going to put this. I really don't want it to latch in like that. So maybe just have it floating? That's really awkward. But the alternative is to make it kind of come this way. Which, again, it just doesn't mesh well. Unless I bend it this way. So where is the middle of this ring? About here-ish. I cannot get it to actually go. I'd like to see where that is. Okay. Oh, this city's become a mess. Grief. Okay, well, I don't know. I feel like maybe we can get another better one in here. So I'm going to want it to go... Okay, well, how about here then? Let's try and keep it somewhat together and embracing the original pattern. about as good as I'm going to get on that. See, that just doesn't look like that's going to be enough room for that curve. I'm afraid it's not going to expand. So why don't we just leave that out? We'll just wait. Pull that out. I don't even know where we want that one to go. Okay, we're not making money. That's a big problem. We don't have any police in the city. That's also a big problem. Another big problem is that we can't actually make this fit. I know this is going to eat everything, money-wise, but we kind of need some stuff. Ooh. That might be a little hard for me to pay off at this point. Maybe I should leave it at that. These are not big bonds. Okay. Now how am I going to make this money back? I have no goddamn idea. We don't have any of that yet. 11% and 10%? We'll see if people start complaining. What we need, really, is just a bunch more residential. I guess I can put this on the inside. Although it might be better. Well, no, it won't. That is not necessary. Okay. Now I gotta remember, I was gonna place the academy out here. So, do we have any high wealth buildings yet? 0. Largely, I'm sure, because of that. Let's finish this off, if we can. We'll do, I guess, just this for now. Kind of match up the curve as much as I can. I guess it doesn't matter. Look like crap regardless. So here, see, this is going to come into a problem again. School capacity, hold on. I can let it go, I guess. Surprisingly, not that bad. Actually, well, I want to see the education levels. Okay, well, on the positive side, we have managed to rebalance some of that demand and our finances. So I guess we'll do that with this one too. Just eyeball it because I'm tired of screwing around with the guides. I would like to get some of these going though, because we do need a little bit of medium wealth. So, I guess even if we're just putting them in like that, can we put parks in there? Not really. Yeah, screw it. Just something to increase. So what have we done to our land value out here? Still struggling a little bit. I guess I can put some more stuff in here. Maybe a sports park. Where's our nearest sports park? Does that? Volleyball? You think they'd like volleyball out here? That is one of these shorter. Oh, hey. That fits a little bit better, and I think we'll be able to expand those. Maybe not, though. That's going to beautify itself once we get it big. I don't think we can do that. Alright, let's put down a basketball court right there. I don't know, that looks tight. That looks like it might not make it. Maybe I should put it somewhere else. I don't know, what is your deal? Town is full of death because we don't have this running. Alright. We need that running. We need that running because I imagine it's probably going to help even just a little bit with land values. Actually, kind of off-kilter here might make a better space now for that. I do want to kind of just get that in there. We're losing out on a lot of valuable space. It just doesn't look like it's going to be expandable, you know what I mean? It doesn't look like it's going to be enough room. We'll try it. I mean, look how tight that is. But I would like to get back to the shell shape. These circles really borked everything, and I could have made them a little bit more flowery and smooth, and I guess I could have done more. But anyway, it's fine now. What we do need to do, though, is really get in here and just keep hammering away at the land values. I think we'll go ahead and put in a more plaza. Formal is kind of a fenced-in fountain. That'd probably be alright here, actually. I think it'd be better here. Did we ever get the mayor's house? We have not even gotten that far. What am I doing with this, anyway? Education building. Okay, I got that. I guess. Now, see, I can't hit the... Oops. Hold on. Where were we? This. Some of these are ready to go, looks like. So we need to increase densities along here. That's medium, 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 medium. And then we've got the cross pieces that need to be kept up. These will eventually need to be medium, so we may as well just go ahead and do them now. That 2,000 is going to be really hard to knock out if we cannot get these guys to upgrade. Whilst we've got the money. Okay. So that's getting people more or less. These need more medium wealth workers. That's kind of one of the big problems there, apparently. Not too bad, though. We just need a lot more low density. So let me bring this back down to 1. And where's that? Jesus. How about we just base it off of 1? Just 1. That's no good. And I don't know, I suppose I could tuck in a bit more. Some of these will just never fly anyway. Already getting medium wealths. That's popped up there, that's good. Unfortunately, there's not really local demand for anything here. That is going to be difficult. So unless we just play parks along this whole way, I don't see how I'm going to manage to get these guys up to the requirements for my wealth. So we're not even close to 1. Just basically spamming high wealth parks. It's the only thing I can think of. It's going to become a garden city, apparently. It's going to have to. What could I put out here? I could put maybe one of those parks here? Because otherwise, we've kind of got this. Which helps. Apparently can't sustain our own ambulances. That's great. I'm really going to have to turn one of these off. Turn one of these stations off, I think. And just borrow like a firefighter for a while. We actually could be borrowing it from Gazconda, since I don't think we're fully using that. Why don't we turn that off? You're complaining about a lot. Parks are costing me a bit, but it's really mostly all that. So why don't we go ahead and just turn this off? We've only got 1 fire truck there anyway. We'll have to come out, go to Gazconda real quick, send a truck next door. Do regional. Yes, hold on a tick. Fire. We do have a hook and ladder truck. I was hoping we'd have more. Alright, well, we'll send 1. And maybe I need to come in here then and use some of my own wealth. How? Okay, because I need 1. What is this? Hazmat garage. Puts out heavy industrial fires. Okay, well, we're not going to have too much industry. Having the drones would be nice. Luckily, we can have our own on that. I wonder if they just sit on top of those. That'd be kind of neat. Put one of these in. And Municipal or international airport. Well, we'll do that in probably the tourist town then, huh? I have not built one of those yet, so I'd kind of like to see what they're doing. That'd be neat. Alright. So, God, I don't know. We're kind of at a point where I want to put in a mega city, but again, we have no, aside from regional demand, we do have a little bit of high wealth demand now, which is good. But, you know, see, this is too tight. There's not even enough room in there to get more built up. This one may be, but I don't think these guys can expand. There's no shoppers for these. Okay. Well, you know what? First of all, we don't have enough money, so never mind that. I was going to say, we're going to put some in. Put in a mega tower, but we're not going to do that just yet because we can't. Can't afford it. So instead, we're going to have to come and play. And try to figure out where all this is going to go. That next road is way up there. I may have to finagle this a little bit. If I knew where the line was, I could actually get... I don't think I can. This is gonna have to be like a split, some weird split road. Down to here or something. Another weird section. It doesn't quite fit with what I want. I don't know, this whole thing. Maybe I should have just designed this kind of like a circuit board instead. Make it more theme appropriate or something. Because this looks horrible. Anyway, so at least we're making profit now that I've turned off the fire station. We just don't have enough density in here. Again, a large part of that is going to come from putting down a tower, and then we're going to have enormous demand for low wealth residentials. So probably going to have to finish out my roads so that I can actually put stuff in it. In fact, we could just probably plunk them all here and then just let them decide on their own how they want to develop. I'm not so sure I want everything developing along the circles. I'm doing it here because they will spread out. Here, I don't know so much. Probably going to get it to like there, and then that is not what I want. Then we'll put like park in there or something. Let's do strip of nature? Nope, not even that. What about a tall tree road? That just looks bad. God, nothing fits in this. Kind of block it off as we go here. This bizarre... oh, God. It wouldn't be so bad if the grass patches weren't completely different from everything else on the ground. You know, if it was like just an empty texture. I don't know why they couldn't just make it a transparent texture, because when you go... there are maps that are just desert. So obviously that probably looks horrible on those. Why didn't they just make it a transparent bottom so you could just... it would just be the texture of the actual map? That'd be so much better. Anyway. Well, this is not really proceeding how I'd hoped. Land value continues to not be so great. We're going to have to put down a ton of the the parks and plazas and just basically make a section. In fact, I quite probably could and maybe even should just knock out a block only for parks. I mean, I can put a few along the edges here, and we can just try and build up a central thing, but I guess we'll see if I can't steal some more money. I don't even know what's going to go in here, to be honest. This is all just stuff. Try to make some more money that I can send over here to put down a mega tower. And I don't know. Let's go over here real quick. Let's actually turn this off real quick and go back over to Gazconda. The low density, or the low wealth, I should say, mega towers tend to make profit pretty easily. I'm not so sure we're making profit with this. That is not at all. I'm not trying to get in you yet. It is. And that would create a lot of demand for stuff and such. So mayhap I could trigger that over. We just need so much money to do it because these cost twice as much. And I would want to put down one with the business to be with the apartment. And that's $500,000. Who has that kind of wealth? We still need power. Really? So what? Okay, lower that down. So why is it giving me the business here? There we go. It just needed to populate. Gastown is still producing more, even with the nuke plant now in Omega City 1. So I guess we need to build up the nuke plant so it just powers everything. Alternatively, we can just do that with the with all the industrials. Because I don't see... we're basically going to have 3 cities without any power. Well, until we get the fusion. Once we unlock fusion, and especially along here, I can put it along the coast, because there's that coastal fusion plant. And then there's also this plant. So once we get these, we'll be a little bit better off, and then we can just have pretty much everyone. And especially once I get the mega towers going, I can have caps on those for their own power consumption. We're only going to have 4 in Gazconda, though, just because of the layout. Probably only these 3 in Omega City 1, these 3 in Abel City. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the 4th, because the 4th doesn't really fit this this formula of 3 towers. So the 4th one might be a catch-all for, I don't know, parks and, well, basically whatever, education. Although that would be far better to have in Abel City, because we need higher education there. So I don't know. I am tempted to start another city. Actually, I do kind of just want to do a cinder. Just make a quick little industrial town and build that up, and just have it make, well, so we've got energy will ideally be Omega City 1's forte, and then powered and supplemented by everyone else. Not this one, but obviously oil and coal. I would like cleaner energies, but you know, they're definitely making money when they sell that stuff. So we've got water in Gastown. We've got, I believe we can move sewage. So basically we could move sewage out of Mineral Town over to whatever this is going to be, and just make this the garbage town. Or I could split rather than make one or the other. I don't know, it's just easier for me to catch up, because if I'm having to have 7 cities and then I'm like, well, who am I buying this from? Who am I buying? You know, I've got that coming from here, but you're also buying power from here, and then you're buying water from over here, and you're buying, you know, I think it'd just be easier to specialize a city. So it's got one thing it does and one thing it takes from everybody else. Having regional, you know, the ones that have the regionals can provide extra support for the safety to other cities, and we'll just kind of make it an interconnected mesh. Alternatively, what I could do is just focus down on one city from now on. Kind of boring to do that, but I could just focus it to get it developed to the level that I want it to be, Mineral Town, for example, and then we move on. And then that way I'm not really worrying so much about excess. The problem that we're having with that, however, is that I do come into, well, I need some stuff, and so then I gotta hop over and get more water in Gas Town and then pop back out, and so we're kind of still going to be doing that anyway. I would like to continue with Omega City, though, especially because the more time I spend here, the more money I'm making. But once I get those drones and those other Omega factories, I can start putting them out. I can start... and I guess I could do that too. I could just make an Omega factory in the industrial towns just to speed that up so I don't need the HQ add-on that lets me send my factories out. But that's fine for the industrials. We're going to need them anyway for these. So I'm still going to have to do it here just so I can send Omega to these cities, allowing them to franchise for one thing, because that's what makes me the money, but it also helps to futurify it, and since that's kind of the whole point of this series, that's kind of necessary. So, I don't know. Abel City is doing okay now. It's at least stable. Abel's stable. And, I don't know, I guess we'll try to just bounce back and forth. Make it, yeah, this just isn't going to work. I should have just left that road out. So it would develop. Maybe I will anyway. Once I get a tower down, maybe I'll just take that road out, although that's going to look really bad. Because it just will not. I could split it. I could continue doing that. Instead of having these big long things, split it and then kill the middles so that they develop side by side. I don't know. Because it's not going to expand. Is the thing. There's not enough room to expand if it's not going to develop two on either side. Although maybe it is. Maybe it's still just waiting. We just don't have the demand that's going to require it to build. So I guess we'll find out. Again, the only solution is to put that tower down and find out what it starts, what kind of demands it starts creating within the city. God, this really made it look ugly. Hopefully with the towers up and everything and all the pretty little future city towers and whatnot, that'll help tie it all together, but right now it looks kind of like crap. But oh well. Anyway, we need money, so we'll be going across the water next time.